Yeah, yeah, yeah. Remember them street nights under the street lights. We hustle from dusk to dawn, we really living that street life. Remember them street nights under the street lights. We in the field, down for the drill, living that street life. Remember them street nights under the street lights. We hustle from dusk to dawn, we really living that street life. Remember them street nights under the street lights. We in the field, down for the drill, living that street life. I'm from a place where shit get real and niggas don't make it out. I'm from a place where niggas get killed while they on their paper route. I've been cooking on the stove with it. Phone ring cause he knows itching. Can't be broke, got to go get it. Wasn't handed, I'm a go getter. Niggas switching, they some whole niggas. Half a bird to a whole pigeon. Got ambition with a whole vision.
Yo, what's going on, my brother? And welcome to Profit Radio. My man Sinn. I don't know if you can hear me or not, but I know you there waiting for that audio to connect. I got you. Hold on. So we still here. We doing it up. We got a 25-year vet in the building doing what he do, and we're gonna talk some stuff. We're gonna talk about some hip hop and some wonderful things. Yo, and so what we got going on, we gonna let that audio connect because I see it's still trying to connect right now. And there we go. You on mute right now, my brother. I still can't hear you. You on? There you go.
There you go. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Now we know it's working. All right.
Yeah, now we working 110%.
10-4, man. What's good with you?
Nothing, man. Hustling, doing what I gotta do, staying relevant, trying to stay safe, and all that wonderful stuff.
Yeah, I just jumped down to Florida. I left out of Michigan, just arrived in Florida, my bike club and everything. So we down here riding bikes, crushing mics, living that life. So I'm out. Shout out to the Reapers.
Yeah, you out, and that bike life is, I've never ridden a bike.
You never ridden a bike?
Never ridden a bike, but it looks like so much fun. And then people tell me all the time, like, yo, I used to be real heavy into regular bike, mountain bike riding, freestyle riding, and all that stuff. And they were like, you couldn't stay on those wheels to save your life because I was always doing crazy stuff. So I would always fall, get hurt, or whatever. So they was like, you can't get a motorcycle, but one day I will.
Hey, bro, do what you gotta do. You never let somebody stop you from what you can't do. Just jump on and ride.
Yeah, so you be stunting, like you be throwing it up and all that wonderful stuff?
Hey, we play safe now, man. You know what I'm saying? We play safe.
Yeah, definitely. So you down in Florida and you out there riding, and out there things are a little different. They don't have as many restrictions as we do up north. So,
right. I'm living in Michigan. I just came down for the weekend just to come do some things and kick it. I like to travel, man. Originally I'm from Virginia, living in Michigan right now. I come and I love to get around and travel and go see people, man. That's what it's all about.
I hear that. So, but with you having 25 years in the industry as a veteran, as an artist, and doing what you're doing, to be able to say that, what does that mean to you?
Me, every day I wake up is a blessing, bro. So be able to have that much time and being able to wake up daily. There's people we love and miss that are not waking up. So we're so fortunate just to have that, just to be able to do what I want to do. You got to have that passion and love for it. So I'm blessed to say that. I love riding bikes. I love making music. Like I said, if there's bikes, how can you mention bikes and mics and not say Sinn? That's what I'm all about. So I'm blessed.
Yeah, definitely. Now, as you know, doing my research and stuff like that, like the bike life is part of your life heavy. That's easily seen from any pictures or when you speak or anything.
I keep it cut. I keep bikes. Hold on. Let me introduce the fans. If you think bike life is a joke for us, let me show you when we're fans. We do not play. Bike life is what we do. We do what we say we do. But this is what we do. It's not a game. It's not something that they made up. That's what I do. I ride bikes. I crush mics.
Yeah, definitely. And you know, that's a beautiful thing. And even the title of your albums, Rider Music.
It's my
It,
own lane, bro.
it,
That's my category.
so with your music, I guess when you make it, and it only makes sense that this is the stuff that you will listen to while you ride, and that flow, just the way the beats hit and everything else, it
Yeah,
moves you while you on those two wheels.
that's what I want you to be able to get in the car now. Back in, like I said, who doesn't? You get in your car, you get on your bike. You want something that's inspired. You want to move to it. That's where I come up with beats. That's where I come up with the lyrics. I just want something that I can put in, and it makes you move. Music is a feeling and emotion. So no matter who makes it, that's what it's supposed to do. Like me, other people's music has gotten me through bad times, happy times, made me do whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I want to give that same feeling and give back that same appeal.
And it definitely makes sense. And I think that understanding that, and you know, there's a lot of people in the industry, new artists, even old artists, that don't realize that you gotta understand what you put together. There's a lot of emotion that's put into it. If there's no feeling, nobody's gonna vibe with your music. You're not gonna be able to last. You end up making that single, or being that one hitter quitter type person. And
Yeah.
I think that just by you saying that, it depicts a lot about the longevity you've had in the industry.
Hmm? It's got to be afraid. Like when you ask me what rider music, I don't just rap. I don't know. I make rider music. It's my own category. It's my own lane, whether you get it or not. And then, like you say, having that longevity, which brought me to the latest album, Know the Name, Know the Difference. With Put Your Seatbelt On being my single off of this, is I'm showing people where I stepped outside the box for this album. I'm doing something that most people wouldn't want me to do, but also, as I'm saying, as far as rappers and what we're doing now, I want to appreciate what I have with the coronavirus, with everything going on and people we're losing. Well, I stepped out the box of myself and did some different stuff that I wouldn't let people see, saying different things that rappers wouldn't say, like I appreciate my lady. I competed for my lady and I won that, but that's the prize I have, and I actually appreciate that. And in turn, it's going to make women, when they're sitting in their car and they're listening to this album, the lyric, it's not calling them out of their name, out of their what. It's actually putting feel good music and making you proud to be with someone, being faithful. I don't need the fame, the fortune, and that, for God forgive me, thousands of women giving me accolades. I won this one woman, her heart, she won mine, and we give each other respect, and I'm rich for it. And I want people to have that same feeling again.
Yo, and that's the truth. And you know that comes with experience. Like being able to say that, it means a lot, because the emptiness in music, the emptiness in your life, when there isn't consistency and there aren't certain things, you're always chasing something that's not even there. And to say, hey, look, I won her heart, she won mine. I don't need to do certain things because my life is full with what I have is amazing.
It takes time, man. It takes maturity, and that's what this album. I tell people, you don't hear me. I'm giving the fans, like I said, the first 6 songs on the album are about giving them different aspects, but I'm giving them also the rest of the album what they came to know and expect from me. But on the beginning of this album, I gave them something they wouldn't expect. But also, it's a longevity. I'd rather leave you a message. I'd rather be in giving you something that you can actually live back, and whether you like it or not, it's like medicine. You may not like it, but it's good for you. Gonna make you feel better. With this album, the first 6 songs, and you may not like how it does, but once you take it and listen to it and really realize what I'm going with it, you're gonna like the message, because I'm being straight up truthful about people and their relationship and what they bring into it. Like, if you have a good woman, it's good to tell her you got a good woman. You don't want a woman. If you out, and like I said, what gets to us, and I'm saying why as a relationship or whatever, a lot of women, a lot of men, we see the glitz, the fame, we see all the other things. We're trained and programmed that brother working at McDonald's, know how hard he works. He's got a woman that doesn't maybe never appreciate him, because we're got that mentality. We don't appreciate it. We don't say, baby, you're good. No, because we need a doctor to ball us. We need this one. Well, they all he can do is put himself in school, and he's flipping burgers. But you realize he's up getting there. He's not with his feet on the couch. He has to work somewhere to get there. One day he's flicking the fries. Kanye said it. We don't appreciate those with a brother with a hard working job with no felony that can vote, that can be that one. Like, you know what I'm saying? We got to give people a chance. So I'm trying to change that where you don't have to be the one in the club dropping racks every night. If you are, you can be smarter like me. You could be dropping racks in investments and you own that club. You own that block. So somebody else is renting a club that want to go ahead and own that block and want to come to the club and drop racks all night, drop it all night long. I know that you're distributing about getting the bottles. I know where you're parking, even the parking lot attendant. I'm about, I gotta tell people, they say chess, you got to play game, not checkers. Chess, not checkers, correct?
Yes. You muted again. There you go.
I'm
Got
not going to do that. I'm not going to play checkers with you. I'm also playing chess, but I don't want to have you sitting in the park playing. I will have you sitting in the park playing chess in my park, but I own the whole block. So go ahead. Who's really playing? That's how my mentality looks at. I want it all.
right, and definitely that. To be honest with you, that's a hustler's mentality, but hustling in the right way. And a lot of time, as you said, we're programmed to look at things a certain way. So it's like when someone says, "I'm a hustler," society depicts that as something as spending racks in the club,
Yeah,
pop bottles out there, big gold chains, doing all this crazy stuff that when we sit there and we look at it, those are things that we're doing to appease the masses that are watching. But we forget to take care of home first sometimes. So the picture of a hustler is someone that doesn't take care of home. They out there and they run in the streets and they got this picture out there and everybody loves them outside their home.
and that's funny that you mentioned that. The first thing that you're getting pushed, put your seatbelt on, is the first single on this album. But also, I just released, "Make It Home," which was actually released, and it was going. And that was my whole idea. Is everybody has somebody at home waiting for them. Or when you leave out in the street, we just want somebody to make it home. And that's what this music, like I told you, I'm trying to switch so people know the name, know the difference. Now, this is how you know the name and you know the difference from someone else. I want to come home to my lady. I'm not trying to come home to a whole bunch of ladies that are running through the hood and I got 5 or 6 of them. Not to knock brothers on them, not to knock anybody that wants to do that. If that's what you want to do, but I'd rather invest with one and build with one than have a whole lot of things that ain't gonna mean nothing and be nothing. That's how I look at it. I run solid investments. I want longevity. I prefer quality over quantity.
Right. And you know, it's funny that you mentioned it's Make It Home, right? I don't want to get the name wrong. Um, but I want to ask you a question about that video. That video, the conversation that you was having in that video, would that happen to be your wife? Or is
My
that
wife, that's someone that portrays my wife, but that's somebody. I did that video concept with anybody. That could be you and your wife, you and your lady, anybody. We got
because
someone to make it home. Anybody.
yeah, because it's the truth. It's like, and like you said, there's always everybody has somebody that's waiting for them to come back home. It doesn't have to be your wife. It could be your mother. It could be your children. It could be whatever, your
Yeah.
friends, your boys, whoever, and they waiting for you to come back. And you out there, and depending on how you moving, there's a possibility you might not come home.
Exactly. So I mean, that's why I look at it, and then you get it. I thank you for taking time out to do your research and look at my video. Yep. And shout out to Rita, my man, Chill Beat. Like I said, I'm just trying to bring a different concept and get music back to where it's relevant. It means something. Now, not to get this anything or nothing. You have this new age music. It's what people feel. I treat music and life like a buffet. If that's not what you want to put on your plate, keep it moving.
That's it.
Simple. Don't eat it. May not taste good to you. I don't prefer sushi. People are crazy over sushi. I don't prefer it. Do I knock it? No, I say I do not prefer it. Not that it's bad. I don't prefer it. People love sushi. It's good. I just think how people are looking at it with words and how they judge things has now become to a way where even with today's society, what we got going on, how we look at things, how we judge things, things have existed as a normal. Now, when you start to look at things, it doesn't look the same because we've been judging it. Now we see the truth.
Yeah.
And that's all it's about. It's finding the truth for yourself and seeing it and being able to look at it, worldwide.
And one thing I learned, growing up and becoming a seasoned man was that perspective is reality. Now, growing up, my thought process was, no, reality is reality, but the way people perceive things is their reality. So when it comes to music and them not really rocking with something or whatever, because they perceive it not to be the best to them, and you got to understand that when you're putting out music or even dealing with people in general.
Mhm.
And
You got one. You hit a topic on that one. People say they don't support Takashi. Perfect. But that is not stopping people, just even myself right now speaking about him, it still keeps them relevant. See,
it's
you
the
may not be playing the views, you not be, but you're reading the news about what they got. He just made a song with Akon. How would you not know about it? Or your homie told you. Somebody's paying it and making him relevant.
right. And it's crazy because I find it to be wild crazy. I know I'm from an era where certain things wouldn't rock. They're like if you did certain things, it wasn't gonna happen right.
Yep. Well, perception. Now with Takashi, he just showed you one. Here's the other one. I'll take it another one. Donald Trump right now, and now whatever your political view is, that's what I'm saying. Straight fact. I'm not going anywhere and leading this. I'm just saying. A lot of people do not agree with him. A lot of people are mad at him. Here's one statement that he made, and you can say it whenever you can deny it in facts. He made America great again. He exposed it for its truth. He exposed the truth of what it is. How many people have gotten stimulus money and sit at home and made more money by sitting at home than they did actually going to work? Did he not make you feel like a rich man for a little bit? You got home and stay home with your mom, your dad, your family. You didn't have to go nowhere. You got to spend quality time. You got to sit down and had to talk to people because you couldn't go to the restaurants, you couldn't go to the clubs, couldn't go to the bars. See, I had a good wife at home that took care of everything, so that was quality time for me. I got friends that got more money for sitting at home so they could get on their bikes and go ride around because they were making and didn't have to go to work. They were making money. We made America great because we could hang out. Guess what? The coronavirus. I mean, we couldn't go run and hang out with our boys and everything. Now we're glad to see that things are opening up, and we appreciate things that are opening up now. Think
Yo,
about
but you know what? I I can tell you one thing. I never looked at it that way.
it.
I have like I know for sure. I was like, yo, it's crazy. Unemployment. People were getting close to $1,100 a week to sit home.
Hey, listen,
People
women
that
with
went to
jeans
work
believe it. Think
and
about it.
didn't get that.
Child support. You got people in the arrears of child support. This was guaranteed to pay your child. You got a child in your house? He sent you money. You got a
Yo,
child? He sent you money.
it's crazy because I didn't think about it that way. And then,
No
and then
one
the
does.
quality time, people being forced to stay home. Like that right there. Like you're forced to stay home. Like you gotta make this shit work. You gotta figure it out. Something gotta give. You know what? And usually in a relationship, when stuff starts to go bad, and it doesn't matter how long you've been together, whatever, but when money ain't right, like
Problems occur.
problems occur. So it was like, yo, I'm telling you to stay home. I'm giving you the money. You know what? America's great again. You know?
It's messed up, right? Because listen, let's get it clear. I do not support Trump, and I'll be the first one to tell you, but I can't knock my political view, but I can't say that his statement, if you look at his statement, he did make America great again. He made everybody feel rich for a little bit of time too. They're just sitting at home getting money. Think about it. I got to spend a lot of time with my wife and my family and my friends. I got to spend a lot of time. Now I value the ones I couldn't touch and everything a lot more. Not that I didn't value them, but yeah, he did accomplish that.
Yeah, it does change a lot. And then and it is crazy because people like, well, he didn't do nothing when he found out about it. There must have been a whole when the coronavirus was coming out and whatever, and before it became like the topic in America, it was it it was hidden. And then now it's, oh shit, it's here. Yeah, we got to do something. Stay the fuck home. And
Think
that's
about
what
it.
happened. But there was a plan in place.
As truth, as residents, you're looking at what things that are happening with the cops and the racism, things that are changing racism. Trump, regardless of your political view, we won't get on him, but what he did and what music wise, and like I said, what things changes, we got the perception. A lot of things are now when you dig and you take it. Like I said, we don't want to look at it. We didn't want to hear when our president is telling us he's going to take over the streets he's going to be peaceful, and there's peaceful protesters getting shot. We didn't think that would ever happen. We never tested that.
No.
We never thought that people would stand up and start to have riots. Not that I okay the riots or whatever, but people starting to have and flood the streets. And then we had peaceful people, and you got politicians now seeing what's going on. Got to thank them for that. Revolution has to happen somehow, and it only would change with people changing themselves. Again, not to get on the political, because we could be on this. It's just how we doing this.
But it's because, you know, I do a lot of interviews weekly, monthly, or whatever, and I've been doing this for a while. And there's certain things that when you do an interview, it doesn't matter what we're focusing on. There's certain things that touch everyone. And with Trump, Tekashi, these are things that we sit there and we're like, yo, we can't even believe. Like, I think Tekashi and Trump love controversy, and they put stuff out there to remain relevant because people talk about them all the time.
We love it. You love it. I love it. Everybody love it. You can't deny it. Why would they have these TV shows and reality shows and the ratings wouldn't exist if we didn't listen to it? It wouldn't be relevant. So don't deny what you do. Just man up with what everybody does. You keep it real with it. Hey, yeah. Listen, I don't buy Tekashi's music. But listen, when I'm going down CNN and they saying he's got a song with Akon that he put with Styles P, how in the hell? Wait a minute. Don't say you're not curious about how it sounds. How is it going to sound better than the original one? He done just messed up my song. If he said Tekashi had a song with Biggie right now, first of all, to him to have a song with Biggie, how did he get it? Now he done messed up all the way around. Now I got to hear how he messed it up. I got to hear how he messed it up.
And that's a fact. And like today, he dropped the single that he put out with Nicki. He did another with Nicki. Right. There's a video and everything.
You're going to look at it.
Exactly.
No matter what, even if you put the damn thing on mute, you're going to look at it. Even if you put it on mute, let's be man and go in. You're going to look at it. If he did it when he did with the video when he came out of prison, you're going to look at it.
And that's a fact. And
turn it on mute. I ain't listening to Tekashi. Me either. I ain't listening to him. Am I watching the video? Yeah, I'm watching it. I don't care. You're watching the video like me.
Yeah. And it's crazy because there was a video earlier today with Tekashi. And basically it's one of those things when he's out there, he does his live, he gets 800,000 people tuning in, at least. That's a minimum, right? 800,000. Me, I'm curious. How the hell do you get 800,000 people in a moment's time when you go to drop something that they tuning in, right?
Because nobody, look, we locked in Corona. We ain't got nothing else to do but hit it. Look at what we do. We got technical devices. We got updates. We got news alert. We got a president that tweets more than Tekashi said. Look at him. We got a president that is worried about fighting with Facebook and Twitter than people dying.
Right. And that's
and that's what the life is. You got a president wanting to make laws for Twitter and Facebook and social media, but we have black lives and black people dying in this. So here you go. And not going to be political, but you got how many homeless people living outside the White House? How is that right?
Yo, they say that, and no lie, and I didn't believe it until I actually went to DC to, go visit the White House and stuff like that. They say that the Washington, DC has more homeless people on the streets than any other place in America.
Just take a trip. I live there. Take a trip.
Yo, and it's the truth. And they're sleeping on the floors of areas, around the White House and DC. Like the areas are kept up very well. They're very nice and things like that. But you do see homeless people out there, and it's the truth. But it's like, why? Well, how is that possible?
How is it in the United States? Look at this one. Like I told you, man, we're supposed to be doing about music, but how you think about veterans? Veterans come back. They fight for this country. They lose a leg, arm, limb, and whatever. How is there homeless veterans out here? You say they got VE benefits or whatever. How is that able to exist? When they come back, they should come back to homes, job, everything that they need. They done lost limbs and whatever, but we have homeless veterans out there every day. Now, how is that happening?
Right. And even with the VA hospitals and everything else, I could tell you a short story that, where I came across a homeless man. And it had to be like maybe 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning riding the E train in New York. And for some reason, this happens to me a lot. People see me, and for some reason, people just
I
talk.
want to talk to you. Yeah,
Right?
I'm saying
They're
here.
talking to me. He's talking to me, and I'm like, okay. And he just started talking, and he's like, yo, you wouldn't believe. I was a veteran. I fought in this war. I did this. I was here, and I can't even get money to do this or the proper health care and things of that nature. And he's like, I refuse to just allow this to happen and go through what they want me to do, because it's they want to stick them in a box so nobody sees them. But it's like, I fought for this country. You're able to do the things here because I went overseas. I dodged bullets. I survived bombs and explosions.
Here, I got one that get you. Now, like I said about shows, all right, we have felons. They come out of jail, their voting right, no matter whatever, but their voting rights are gone, right? Why do we elect criminals every day and they still keep their voting rights?
Right.
They serve their time, but we elect criminals because do they not do criminal acts? Do they not do things and laws against people? Do they not do what they want? Well, it's okay. A felon can go to jail, serve his time, come home, and he can't even vote no more. Maybe he want to vote for a change. Maybe he's been so because he did that crime, and it ain't a political crime. His rights and votes, he can't vote. What are you hurting with a vote? But you're speaking your mind and doing it the right way. You're fighting back with the correct power you got instead of going and using the gun and committing that crime. You're at least losing the one power that you had. They don't want felons to vote.
Right. But then again, if we really look a little deeper into that, right, the people that usually get felonies are the people that can't afford attorneys to actually get the charges lowered.
Yep.
They're getting charged for a felony, but it was really a misdemeanor. And if we look in our communities, there are more felons in our communities that probably they're getting charged with felonies, but really didn't do a felony crime. They weren't able to move metric tons of drugs places. Like the dude that got hit with the felony for selling some drugs did not go and transport all those drugs from Cuba or Colombia or wherever they got them from. So we're going to sit there and we're going to stop them from being able to vote. They gave us the right to vote, but they found a way to take it away.
That's what they do, sir. I mean, it's America. But yeah, that's what it is, man. Like I said, we could be on this all day, but like I said, I hope you got the new single. Shouts out to MJ, Chill B.
Oh no, I got the new single. We're gonna play the new single, but I wanted to before we got into the new single, I kind of wanted to shit, and I'm gonna keep messing it up, and I don't want to mess it up, but it's the hold up, I got you. Oh, where the hell did it go? All right, it's right here. The Make It Home. The Make It Home. I want to play that. I want to play. I didn't get the actual track, but I have the video pulled up. So I actually wanted to share the screen so people that are viewing they could actually see the title and everything else.
Go ahead.
And you released that video October 31st, 2019. So it's fairly new. But yeah. I wanna be able to depict that for the people that are watching. Because I think and then we gonna get into that.
Come on. No problem. I share with the people. Look, this is what I do. My life is an open book. We all jump in the interview. Look at this. I come out and hang on my people. So let's go ahead. We all do this. There ain't nothing hidden about me. Watch this shit. See? You out here with the whole crew. Let's get it.
Yo, what's up, the crew? How y'all doing?
The Reapers.
All right, Reapers was good. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to share this video right quick. All right, we definitely going to share this video.
Not a problem. Come on, people. It's sunny outside in Florida.
You know I'm down to ride, and I'll be by your side. I'll make it easy. You know the life you lead is far from being drama free. I need the lock and key, 'cause when I play for keys. I know you gotta leave. Make sure you take want you to give me all of your love. Just in case you don't come home. You make me home, yeah. Give me all of your love. Your love, your love. You don't come home to me. Yeah, you make me home, yeah.
When I step out that door, I'm stepping into a war. Getting you all my heart, anything you ask for. I pray for us every day before I start. If I don't get away, they won't capture my heart. So when I'm roaming these streets, I'm heartless. And I'ma make sure we eat girl regardless. No matter what we go through, no matter what we're facing. It's money that I'm chasing, while I love moves a nation. It's home that I'm racing to feel you embracing. Drop pans like shell cases, kisses be like wine. Home to the face, so trap. Strange place, but I cover my base. I leave you money and spend in case I get locked in. All I need in this world of sin is me and my girlfriend.
Just in case you don't come home today, you make it home, yeah. You give me all of your love. Your love, your love. You don't come home today.
You was losing, you said never again. Come on, Sin. Started to move my pen, I wrote back, we gon' win. I know you hope I make it, my love, you can take it. I gave you my word, you gave me a heart, I won't break it. It's got to shake it and destroy the thing. You being naked, but I'm on top or in prison. My love doesn't stop there. Even in the electric chair, my last word will be I love you and I still care.
Just in case.
Yo, so I want to say this, right? The video itself, like I could tell you just being a man and always wanting to, you know, outside doing what you got to do for your family to take care of yours. Like even in the beginning, she's like during the hook, it's like when you leave, you take a part of her, and it be true. Like a lot of people don't even understand that. You walking out the house and it's like, oh my goodness. And then you sitting there, you like, yo, I gotta do what I gotta do as a man to hold you down home. I'll make sure I hold it down or whatever. And it's like when we do walk outside, we're at war. Regardless of how you want to paint the picture, we are at war every time we walk out there.
Rocking in the war. You know, I want my last words to be even in an electric chair. My wife will understand. I love you when I still care. That's what women need to hear, man. Anybody, man, whatever. I love you when I still care, no matter what. So that brings us, like I said, bro, that brings us, but they got to put their seatbelt on. I'm going to put them on with this album. You're going to jump in. You know, Make It Home will be on that album for Know the Name, Know Your Difference. You got to jump in and ride with me. This is rider music. Just ride with me.
Yeah.
You know, you can take your medicine. No Frontin' will be the next single. So definitely. You see, we are out here getting on these bikes. So I've been enjoying my time with you, bro. Yeah, that's what we do, bro. Bikes and mics. So, man, like I told you, I keep it as real as it gets.
Yeah.
Man, 100% of me.
Yo, and that's and I think me personally, that's what keeps you being able to stay in the game is that you stay true to yourself, and what you put out there is 100% true. So it either you
what they see. They run up on me, they see me, they know what it is. I'm about this bikes, I'm about mics, I'm about the studio, I'm about this. This is just my life.
And the producer that you work with, Chill Beats, right?
Chill Beats. That is my man. Shout out to Chill Beats and my partner. He's not just like I said, he's in this ride of music too. We all ride. It's brought us together. So yeah. Shout out to Chill Beats. He's also does a video. He's my partner. He makes it happen for me. The whole team. Shout out to MJ Keela, my wife Kira, everybody, bro. You guys, all the DJs that are playing me. I love it. My family. Shout out to the Midnight Club Reapers. All of them.
And it's definitely important. And you know, I like the way that you're able to speak on the team, because a lot of people that are out here feel that they could do it on their own.
I could, but it took me a lot longer. With them, we're a lot stronger. Feel me?
Yeah. Yo, and that's the truth.
Myself. So that's what I told you. Hey, let's get in. Let's give them. Like I said, I'm hoping the fans love it. My new single, Put Your Seatbelt On, it's out now. Let's get it. Let's jump right into it.
Yeah, and what platforms could they find?
Everywhere music is sold. You can Google me, baby. I'm on there. Download it. Hit the website, www.hmd music.com, MUZIC.com. That is www.hmdmusic, MUZIC.com.
All right, so we're about to get into this joint. You want to introduce it one more time for them?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's from the Rider King himself, my new single, Put Your Seatbelt On. Let's get it.
What's at stake? I know what it takes. I like to drive, all gas, no brakes. Put your seatbelt on, my heart's racing. Girl, you better buckle up, it's a fight, knuckle up. Put your seatbelt on, my heart's racing. Girl, you better buckle up, it's a fight, knuckle up. Put your seatbelt on, my heart's racing. Victory's mine, you'll find less color. Put your seatbelt on, my heart's racing. There's a lot of competition, you're the only one I'm chasing. Got the #1 spot, I had to shoot my shot. There's a lot of dudes here, ain't got what I got. My drive, my speed, do what it takes to succeed. Her heart, my soul, now we got the same goals. We fight, we fuck, ain't nothing coming between us. Do what you gotta do, don't care what they tell you. All we got is trust. Do what you gotta do, don't care what they tell you. All we got is trust. If we ain't got trust, then how we gon' win? How you gon' push me away when I pop my way in? I'm wanted by other girls, you're wanted by other men that loses to us. No cap, the race started, strap in, tighten up your seatbelt. Kisses me, I melt, close the door, shit from the floor. Beat him like a belt, scrape my knuckles, got into another scuffle. Hater thought he could bag my girl like a duffel. Knowing hand to hand with the can, I get tips like ruffles. Knowing hand to hand with the can, I get chips like ruffles. I gave you my heart, don't break it. I know it gets rough, girl. I know you had enough, girl. It's a shot, we gotta take it. I know it gets rough, girl. I know you had enough, girl. I gave you my heart, don't break it. I know it gets rough, girl. I know you had enough, girl. It's a shot, we gotta take it. I know it gets rough, girl. I know you had enough, girl. It's a shot, we gotta take it. I know it gets rough, girl. I know you had enough, girl. We have our pit stops and running the roadblocks. In front of cops, still give it all I got. You got my engine running, tell them dudes I'm coming. Half insane in the 50th lane, beat them down like I'm drumming. Orchestrating the score when I step out the door. I got my feet on the gas, handle her ass for sure. I got me a winner, she got me a more. I got me a winner, she got me a more. Put your seatbelt on, girl. I ride dangerous girls. I keep a fist full of steel, keep it real, takes nerve. And what I do for only you is only cause you deserve. And what I do for only you is only cause you deserve. Put your seatbelt on, my heart's racing. Girl, you better buckle up, it's a fight, knuckle up. Put your seatbelt on, my heart's racing. Girl, you better buckle up, it's a fight, knuckle up. Put your seatbelt on, my heart's racing. Victory's mine, you'll find less color. Put your seatbelt on, my heart's racing. There's a lot of competition, you're the only one I'm chasing. A lot of competition, lot of competition, lot of competition, you're the only one I'm chasing.
Definitely, yo. You know what? I would definitely. Well, I want you to tell the people where the inspiration of that came from. Like from what I heard and from what we've been speaking about, you know, for this interview, I kind of get what the inspiration was. But for those that probably didn't get it, I want you to be able to tell them where the inspiration for that joint came from.
The inspiration comes, one is for my wife, but it's for every man and woman that's in a relationship. You don't understand that when you first get into that, when you first find that girl or that woman, there's 50 other people that got the same thing in vision. They see what you see. But when you understand that that's that one for you, it's a lot of competition. The same thing you did to get that woman or that man, you got to keep doing that. And if you don't, you understand that there's somebody, what you won't do, somebody will do. And as long as you got that thing in it, like I said, it's that when it's a lot of competition. But then when you get that goal, a lot of people get in relationships or jobs or whatever in life. Once they get to that level, that's when they slack off and realize that, okay, I got it. When you get that car or whatever you're driving it, you're used to driving that car. So now it ain't working hard for it anymore. You don't do the same things anymore. Well, that's what I'm trying to get people. It's a lot of competition. You know, you got to keep your game sharp, bro.
Yeah, you got to keep moving. You got to make sure that and that plays a big part in a lot of things in life in general. It's what you did to get it you got to do just as much to keep it.
Sometimes more.
And
You got to work harder. I mean, that's with anything. And like I said, with the bike life, when you get to a level, you get to that one. A lot of people get to that one. But to keep what you earn is harder. It's easier to get in, but to stay in, it's harder. And that's with life. I mean, any job, you can get the job application, you can get the job. You fail to show up for work, you fail to come in and produce, you lose that, and they find somebody that does it. Competition.
Yo, and that's real. And relationships, music, and hip hop.
NBA, think about it. They recruit rookies every year. They come in for more money. It's better, they're faster. The veterans are trying to hold on to their jobs. Well, what ends up happening? A lot of competition. That veteran don't want to hit. He's too busy partying. He's too busy doing it. He's letting the age hit him. He ain't staying sharp. Didn't prepare for the future when he does have to retire. It's going to come. Prepare for it.
Yeah, and you know, I think if we was to speak on the music, with music in itself, right? It's easier for rookies to come in right now because of the platforms and everything else, and then pushing themselves out there. It's harder for the veterans to stay relevant. And then if they don't want to work, or they don't want to adapt to change, or they don't want to move a certain way, then they get pushed to the side.
Yep.
The labels are not even
being a veteran in hip hop music, and this is what I'll leave you with. You look at rock and roll and you look at everything. Rap music and hip hop music is the only one where they don't give you respect for being in the game this long and having a lesson. You're too old to do this. I will say this, and I challenge any rapper, and that's whatever. Bar for bar, you young rookies have nothing coming. I eat you for lunch and appetizers. And that's real tough. Don't believe it? Try it out. Get in the booth, get in the studio, because most of you guys don't understand that life is measured in beats, bars, and minutes, right? I'm not going to waste 1 ounce of it. So when you want to go to the studio and you're there for just playtime, homework is done at home. I ain't come to play. I come to get it in and get out. Doesn't take that long.
And that's what I noticed with a lot of the greats, a lot of the veterans, and the people that really take their craft seriously. When they go to the studio, it's not, yo, we're going to sit here, we're going to chop it up, we're going to bullshit. Yo, I'm going in the booth. Every minute I'm in the booth, we making music.
Yep. Lights are measured in beats, bars, minutes, and seconds. Don't believe it? Look at it. You ain't taking your craft work seriously. So I'm not wasting 1 minute. You pay for studio time in an hour. I break it down in 15 minutes, because every 15 minutes I should be doing something. So I should be productive that whole entire hour. If I'm not, I'm wasting time. Might as well cut that session short and go home and try again.
Yeah. And I think that's a jewel that a lot of people, it might go over a lot of people's heads.
It does.
And it's one of those things that, thank God for technology in the way that it is. They might not get it today, but they can hit replay on this interview and listen to it later.
It's like medicine. They're not going to like it and make you feel better. You don't want to take what makes you feel better. Doctor prescribes something tastes nasty, but it makes you feel better. So take your medicine. So like I said, man, it's been a pleasure. Anytime you need me, I thank you for playing my music and supporting me and everything, man. And anything that I can do. Like I said, put your seatbelt on, is out now. And you know, the album, Know the Name, Know the Difference. Coming to you soon, bro.
Yeah, and when and I'll chop it up with MJ. There's some things I'm gonna ask her for that I could get from her for you. And
all day long.
And once I got all that going, I'm definitely gonna reach back out so you can see what we did, what we got from MJ. So I definitely appreciate you, bro. And
I appreciate you.
You know, it was a pleasure. Stay safe out there, right?
You already know, bro.
And that bike life is real. One day I'm gonna get into that soon.
Hey,
so
any day you want, man. And also shout out to my friend Midnight Club Representative. Y'all know what it is. Let's get it. This is what we do.
Yeah. All right, my brother. Stay safe out there.
Salute to you.
Later.
One.